PNC Sports Now, presented by Budweiser.
Good evening. Welcome to PNC Sports Now. I'm Blake Watson. National scores from the NBA and Bud Masters baseball recap in just a bit. But first, the 10th annual Bank of Guam EFIT 5K run and walk was as successful as ever and held in Agana over the weekend. Here's more.
A different course presented a different outcome for the likes of John Aquino. He finished the Bank of Guam EFIT 5K in under 16 minutes as the first male, while female finisher Perry Bowman celebrated her first ever BOG run with a first place finish. It came early Saturday morning when the event was held. It was a race that came down to the wire for the women's division. It was exciting. Bowman was beginning to pull away down the home stretch and accomplished just that for the first place finish. John Aquino, meanwhile, came in second place in last year's BOG run, but his first place finish was this year in 2015 when he came in, like I said, first. Coming in second place in the men's division was Kenta Tagashi, with third place finisher Derek Mendel finishing quickly thereafter. The top three finishers from each division were entitled to cash prizes, with the first getting the big one, $1,000 prize.
Looks early, but looks fun, right? Guam Budweiser Masters Baseball League continued play at Paseo as always. Cougars, who are 2-3, were looking for a much-needed win, while the MTM Falcons are sitting at 500 and trying to get over the hump. Here are the highlights.
A four-game schedule at Paseo Stadium was in store on Saturday afternoon. In the first game, the 76 Circle K Cougars played to a 7-7 tie with the MTM Falcons. Down 7-1 in the top of the seventh inning, that's a lot of sevens, the Cougars stormed back to the plate 6 runs, and they tie the game. In the bottom of the seventh, no outs and runners at first and second, Cougars second baseman pulled off a miracle. Yeah, that's right, an unassisted triple play, not really a miracle, kind of like a unicorn. His name is Kenray Paulino. To end the game, he caught a line drive, tagged the runner off of first base, then tagged second base for the third out. 2 points are awarded to each team for the tie. The Cougars will run to 2-3-1 on the season, with the Falcons going to 2-2-1. In the next game, the Twins picked up the 8-2 victory over the Agana Heights Blues. After that, third game saw the undefeated My Marlins staying just that, undefeated. They win over the Bilal Masters 11-3, and the Agate Cardinals edge out the Giants 15-11 to end things out.
And now we take a look at the national scene. Let's take a stroll down NBA Boulevard, shall we? NBA scores in from around the league. Here's a look at the results. The Washington Bullets travel to North Carolina to take on the Hornets. Washington, the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. They win easily, 95-69 the final. John Wall goes off, 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists for Washington. Mo Williams contributes for Charlotte, 19 points, 7 assists. He also got a steal in the loss. The first place Atlanta Hawks, who have already clinched a spot in the playoffs, hosted the Sacramento Kings. Hawks fly away with the win in dominant fashion, 130-105. That despite Kings forward Rudy Gay dropping 23 points. The Kings fall to 21-41 on what has been a very tough season for Sacramento. Celtics take care of the Heat, 100-90. Brandon Bass, does his part, 14 points, 9 rebounds. D. Wade chips in for Miami. He gets 34 points, but Heat still get the loss. Chicago trying to stay in third place in the East. Unfortunately, though, the Grizzlies, they had other plans. Memphis beat the Derrick Roseless Bulls 101-91 to improve to 5.5 games behind the #1 seed in the Western Conference. That would be the Golden State Warriors. And the New Orleans Pelicans beat the Bucks in Milwaukee 114-103, the final from up north. That will wrap things up for me. Appreciate you watching. Again, PNC Sports tomorrow night. In the meantime, PacificNewsCenter.com/sports. My name is Blake Watson, and I'll see you at the game.
PNC Sports Now, presented by Budweiser.